Laura with Newegg TV. I have JJ here with me from ASUS, and we are here to talk about the Supreme Combo ARES edition. JJ, right down to the nitty-gritty. Tell us about the specs for the card.
Sure. Well, first, just a quick introduction. My name is JJ. I'm the technical marketing specialist for ASUS. I handle all the component technical marketing. So I'm just going to go over and kind of touch a little bit on the actual card itself. So this card essentially is, it's a very special card to us. You know, the slogan of our company is inspiring innovation, persistent perfection, and this is really what this card embodies. We wanted to start off with pretty much putting in something out there that was the pinnacle of design when it came to graphics cards. So we onset was to take the best performing card that was on the market, which was a 5970, and make something that was clearly faster than that. So we ended up with a card that's about a little bit faster than 30%, 32% faster. It's essentially two 5870s in one singular design. So the original 5970, you essentially had two 5850s in one single PCB. And that was already a powerhouse. But for the people that were really interested in the highest level of gaming, big multi-monitor gaming, high resolution, high anti-aliasing, we gave them the ability to have two GPUs clocked at 850 megahertz core clock. We doubled the memory in terms of the card configuration from the highest 5870s that were available, which were 2 gigabytes. So we have 4 gigabytes of memory on this card. And the memory we maintain at the standard clock speed of 3600. So all in all, I mean, you've got a beast of a card, 3200 shaded processors on here, and we're really proud to be able to bring this card to the market. It is in limited quantities due to the custom design of the card.
Speaking of design, is there a reference design?
No, this is something that, we really had to go to the engineers and say, how can we do this? Because we were working with something that there is no reference design. There's no PCB design. There's no information really on how to take two 5870s. So we really had to go to the drawing board to be able to create something entirely different. And that ranged from the PCB to the fan to the heatsink. So everything on this is non-reference. We took a lot of information from a lot of different individuals in forums, from media, from enthusiasts, from overclockers to find out what they were interested in. Case in point in terms of non-reference design is when you look at this card, one of the first things that you see right off the bat is its aggressive styling with these two big copper blocks. Each block has 4 heat pipes, 8mm heat pipes, and then each one is on each GPU. We did that to be able to maintain an extremely high level of cooling per GPU. So instead of forcing a cooling solution to have to cool the entire card but from one block, we divvied it up. We made it easier. And we also made it really easy to access. As part of the non-reference design, we wanted to make it really functional. So to be able to allow users to maybe put their own thermal compound or change up some of the cooling elements, all they have to do is go to the side of the card. There's these 4 screws here. You unscrew these, flip it, unscrew these, and this whole sheath will just pop right off. It becomes very easy, very accessible. So it's really easy, really thought out design. And from there, you have these 2 blocks that even if you wanted to apply your own thermal compound, just flip the card over. You see 4 screws for each block. Pop those off, and these heat sinks pop right off. So very easy, very functional.
Well, there's a lot of power in a very small box, so management is always an issue.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's always a lot of concerns we have to take into consideration. This does definitely put a lot of potential heat into it, but like you're saying, in terms of the power, we really want to make sure the cooling performance was up to par. So this actually is cooler than a single 5970. So we're giving you considerably faster performance, but at cooler temperatures.
Speaking of power, what is the power consumption like?
It can vary depending, of course, on the load. So the way that we're kind of talking about it is more so the recommendation in your power supply. So we're definitely recommending a high-grade power supply, 1200 watts. There are a couple of different vendors out there. That's what we would want driving potentially 2 of these in a single configuration. I wouldn't recommend anything less than probably an 850 watt power supply.
What about Crossfire?
Crossfire is definitely an option. This is a premium card. It's only limited to 1,000 pieces. It's also carrying a pretty high price tag at $1,200 for being the pinnacle of graphics cards out there. But if you do have the wallet to go ahead and be able to put 2 of these in a configuration, we do have the Crossfire bridge available. So it is entirely an option to be able to do Crossfire, and we do include the Crossfire bridge within the accessory bundle.
Right. And talking about maybe somewhat of a competitor, how does it compare to some of the recent NVIDIA launches?
Well, you know, when you take a look at some of the competitive products out there, I mean, we're happy to be a producer of both NVIDIA and ATI solutions. You know, so we put a lot of design effort into producing products for both sides of the fence. But as of right now, when you're looking at one single GPU, this is going to be the most dominant single GPU that is available, even eclipsing the powerhouse that is the GTX 480. So if you are looking for, you know, setting up a system that's got a 30-inch panel, you want to run high resolution, this is the card to do it with.
And if anybody wants to read the full specs for the card, where should they go?
Anybody interested in finding out more information on the ARES can go to ASUSROG.com. We've got all the detailed specifications, information, our forums, so it's all detailed there.
Thank you, JJ.
Not a problem, thank you.
And thank you all for tuning in. Once again, this is JJ, a Senior Technical Specialist from ASUS, and Laura from Newegg TV. Stay tuned for part 2 of our video where we'll actually do the Super Combo build. Thank you once again.